Hey everyone, my name is Ellie and this is my third video filming with Children with Cancer UK, and today's video I'm going to talk to you guys all about returning to school after treatment. But I'm not alone because, as you can see, I've got my ginger cat here called Rosie, and you can kind of see I've got my black cat called Oreo. So I've got them to accompany us through the video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about like coping with friends, because essentially when you go back to school people treat you differently because they kind of see the cancer and not you. So it's kind of dealing with those friends, and if you've had to repeat the school year like me, making new friends, and also dealing with fatigue and the workload. This video is actually one of my older videos, so I really hope that it helps you, and I give you loads of advice and tips along the way, as well as sharing my own experience. So today's video I'm going to be talking about mixing school with cancer. It's not as easy as some people think. I thought I would walk into school and it would get back to how it was before, but for people, especially for my students and people who used to be my friends, I'm not Ellie anymore. I am this different Ellie who got diagnosed with cancer. I'm so different now. I can't even talk to her. It's like I don't even know her. Yeah, that's basically what it's like, and it's a lot harder than you think, but I am going to be giving you some advice and talking you through what to do and what to expect as well, because it can be hard, but school is amazing. Just remember that and it will get better. So let's get into the video. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is chemo-brain and tiredness. So chemo-brain is something that quite a lot of cancer patients get, and it's when you can get very forgetful and lose focus and concentration. I get it at school quite a bit, especially when I get more tired. Say if I'm doing a math problem, I will kind of lose my track of thought, or my brain will just have a mental block. I won't even know what I'm doing. So my advice for that is to set reminders, especially if you are constantly forgetting things, stuff like homework and stuff, then set some reminders. And also I recommend making flashcards. So say with a topic like history that is very intensive on a lot of information, I can't really remember what I learnt back in September, so I find making flashcards for those topics really helps, because if I go over those flashcards every couple of weeks, then my mind will be refreshed. Tiredness. So school does take up a lot of energy, and it's inevitable that you will get tired, especially if you are on cancer treatment like me. Then you will get tired. So what I recommend for that is take regular breaks and eat regularly as well, just to refuel your body. And also, if you are really tired, then don't hesitate to tell the teacher and take a break. Also, a lot of rest. School is hard work, so make sure you get your rest. Make sure you get your 8 to 9 hours sleep every night, and you'll be doing good. And also, especially if you're on treatment, you may want to consider doing a part-time schooling. I do part-time schooling. I go in for 2 full days in the week, and then the rest of the days are part-time. And it works for me because then that way I'm not getting too tired, and I'm really listening to my body and making sure I'm doing as much as I can. The second topic I'm going to be talking about is dealing with questions. So your peers can be very curious, or I find that sometimes my peers, it's only really now my peers are asking me questions about my cancer, because before they was kind of scared to talk to me in a way. But for me, I think that it's great when they ask questions, because it shows that they're showing interest, and I like to tell them a bit about what I've been through, just so it opens our eyes to what a lot of kids their age are going through. And I just want to give them a bit of knowledge, and I think it gives them a greater respect for me as well. But of course I know that sometimes they can ask questions that you don't want to answer, so when your peers do that, I would just recommend simply telling them, I don't feel comfortable answering that question, could we talk about something else? And I'm sure they would respect that. Yeah, make sure you don't feel pressured to answer their questions, because at the end of the day, What you've been through is personal to you, and you don't have to share that if you don't want to. The third topic I'm going to be talking about is friends. So I'm going to first be talking about what to expect from your old friends. So people in my school year, they were very supportive at the start, but when I started actually coming into school, it's like I was a completely different person. They did not know what to say to me at all, and it was like I was a complete stranger to them. Before I got cancer, they were like my really good friends. I could talk about them I could talk with them whenever, but now it's like a quick hello, head down, don't talk to me kind of thing. Yeah, and it's kind of sad because I am still the same Ellie. I'm just a bit different now, so why are you treating me so different? But I've kind of understood that kids are very scared of like cancer, of course, and with their close classmate getting it is quite hard for them, I think, and they don't really know what to say to me anymore. And my advice on that is just keep talking to them, make them comfortable around you again, because that is so important, because they need to know that you are still the same person, and just because you got cancer, it doesn't mean that you've completely changed, and they don't have to be weird around you anymore. Second thing I'm going to be talking about is making new friends. So some of you may know that I chose to repeat the year because I missed about 8 months of school. So I chose to repeat the year because that was the best choice for me. So in September I started with my new school year, and it was quite hard making friends. They were kind of in a way scared to talk to me, and they weren't really comfortable around me. It was kind of like being the new kid, but even more awkward because I've got an illness. So they didn't really know what to say to me, I think. So say if I was on a table with 3 other people, one of them needed a pen, they would ask the other 2 people and not ask me. And in that situation, I would just say, here you go, here's a pen. Because I want them to know that they don't have to be scared of me and they can be comfortable around me. Yeah, it's hard, so I recommend if you're in a situation like that, do what I do, just involve yourself. I like in conversations, sometimes I'm just blatantly left out of the conversation, so I just involve myself into the conversation, because your peers need to learn to get comfortable around you and realise that just because I had cancer, it doesn't define me. I am still a normal person, I'm a normal kid, I just have cancer. So yeah, I just recommend just doing that and get out of your comfort zone, try and make new friends, and just really get to know the people that you really like. I joined a friend group at the start of the year, and I kind of felt obliged to be with them because I was scared I wouldn't make any other friends. But I kind of realised that they weren't really my kind of people. So I branched out and stepped out of my comfort zone, and now I'm with a friend group who I really enjoy hanging out with, and we've got a lot in common. The final thing I'm going to be talking about is feeling like you don't belong. Sometimes I walk around school and I just feel so different to everybody else. I almost feel like I'm holding up a board which says, hey, look, it's the cancer kid. And it's hard sometimes, especially at the start, because a lot of people gave me stares because they realised that, oh look, the cancer kid's back. Oh my god. And that made me feel very uncomfortable because, I don't know, I just felt so different to everyone else, where I really, really longed to fit in, and I really just wanted to feel like get back to a bit of normality again, but that was almost impossible, where everywhere you go people recognised you and gave you a lot of attention. Yeah, I don't feel like I fit in with my peers as much anymore. I just don't have many common interests with them, and I don't really like engaging in their conversations because I'm not interested, and I find that I talk about cancer a lot and I don't really have normal teen girl things to say, you could say. Like I even had this person tell me once that I talk about cancer too much, and that upset me quite a bit, because what else am I supposed to talk about? My whole life is cancer. they don't realise how much cancer affects my life. It's like me trying to tell them to stop talking about teen girl stuff when they are a normal teen girl. Like, they just don't get it sometimes, and that's kind of what makes it hard for me sometimes. And it is hard to feel like you belong when people are almost scared to talk to you and avoid talking to you because they're scared of me mentioning cancer, or they're scared to say the wrong thing. And I just wish people would know that I am tough. Like, I don't care what they say to me. And I can act like a normal person. I am a normal person. I just have cancer. I just wish they knew that and were a bit more comfortable around me. But luckily, it's got a lot better now. People have got so much more used to me, and I'm enjoying school so much with my new friend group. It's really good at the moment, and I'm doing really good with my schoolwork, and I'm keeping up with everything really well. I'm enjoying school so much. I can't wait until I get into full-time schooling again. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you. The final thing I want to say that was not mentioned in the video is make sure that you have a mentor. So I had a teacher, it was actually the deputy head, who I went and saw every week, and she would ask me questions and check that I was doing okay, and if I had a problem I could go to her. So it's really nice that when you go back to school, especially if it's been a really long time, because I hadn't been at school for 8 months, it's really nice to have someone there that can support you and that can help you if you need it. So definitely inquire about that and make sure that happens for you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and make sure to check out my other videos with Children with Cancer UK, and if you want to check out my channel, make sure to visit Team Ellie on YouTube.